All right, everybody. Good Wednesday. There's a live view out over the K. We've got what? First pitch just took off, about 40 minutes ago, 35 minutes ago, something like that. Anyway, good evening for some baseball in Kansas City. We've got some nice weather now. We've got really pretty good weather over the next few days and into the weekend. But a couple things to know. First off is going to be we have some wind at times that's really going to get going. We have a cool down. We've got some low rain chances. We've got some of the warmest weather so far this year on the way. So trying to make plans outside with all of this, you can make plans at about any time, but there's going to be better times than others to be outside. So we'll just kind of let you know what we see, and hopefully that helps with it. So let's start here. By the way, this is live as of 7:14. You might catch this recorded later on, just so you know. All right, so this is a little behind-the-scenes look at what's happening. And today was warm. We got into the mid-70s because we're in between two fronts. We're on the warm side of this weather system. But the cooler side's going to pass by for tomorrow. So we're going to begin a cooling process. It's a small little bump in the road. Still, it's not chilly. It's still going to be good. But on the rear flank of this system, we're also going to get into this big stripe of wind. Look at all the bright colors. They're going to pass through the Kansas City area, so we're going to have a pretty windy day. Before we get there, though, let me show you this on radar. We've been watching a couple of these little showers that are up to our northwest Missouri. So St. Joe to Maryville, it's not much. Our computers have actually been watching this little cluster coming in out of central Nebraska and southeast Nebraska, and watch how they try to make some spotty showers this evening. So that's 9 o'clock. You know, is it going to look like that at 9? I'm skeptical. But I just want you to know that that's something that we see, and you might get a quick little round of light rain this evening. It'll be brief and out of your hair in no time. There could even be a clap of thunder in there. No severe weather, nothing like that. But the vast majority of us are likely to stay dry. It's pretty iffy if this is going to take place at all or not. But I just wouldn't want it to catch you off guard. And once we're past 10 o'clock, all that's off the table. So it's pleasant. 70 right now at the airport, 74 downtown. We made it to 74 today. Look at that big, pretty sky. It is just ideal. Here's the rest of our evening. So I made this forecast for the Royals game, and we drop back into the 60s here pretty soon. That's where we spend most of our evening. I'll give it a low 20% chance for a quick shower. 50s kick in by 11, so not falling too fast. Now we get to tomorrow. It won't be as warm as today, about 5 to 10 degrees cooler in the 60s. Still another shot for some spotty showers, maybe a stray thunderstorm. It's not much, but it's a windy day, and that's the main thing that I think a lot of us are going to notice for our Thursday. So let's take a little closer look at that. Here's our outdoor planner as we go through the rest of this week. So Thursday, again, spotty rain. It's still a green light. You're still good to be outside, but you ought to know this. We get to the afternoon, look at these winds. I mean, 35, 40, 45 mile per hour wind gusts, not off the table for our Thursday afternoon. So just know that. Friday, all right, this is a good day. It's a little bit cooler. High temperatures here are going to be in the low to mid 60s. Normal is 64, but we continue to see that north wind, and that's cooling us down a little bit. So we'll be in the low to mid 60s. Some 50s up to our north. I mean, you can see Bethany up there at 59. Meanwhile, near 70 still in Ottawa and Garnett and Lawrence and places like that. But if Friday is nice, then Saturday is extra nice. Saturday looks awesome. It's a good day. Sunshine, 70s, an ideal spring day, and right there on your weekend. You want to make plans outside on Saturday. It's looking pretty amazing. So another shot at that radar. Here's another look at the forecast radar, and then I'll take you into tomorrow. So here we are at 9 a.m., and you can see there's a weather system that's well to our east, and on its backside, it's trying to spin a shower or two. It's not a lot. I'm not worried about rain canceling any plans outside tomorrow, but you might see a quick shower Thursday morning, then a break. There's sunshine for lunch, and then into the evening. Again, it's possible. So odds here in this green zone are 80% that you don't see a drop of rain. But there's still a real slim 20% chance that you do, and I just want to show that to you. If you get it, it's not much. A trace to 1/10 of an inch is all that we would see out of that for a Thursday. There's another live look out over the plaza. Good patio weather tonight. Good stuff. All right, so current temperatures across our area, 70s pretty well everywhere you go except Sedalia. You're at 69 degrees, but most everybody else 70 plus. So again, another look at our next 12 hours. This gets us into tomorrow morning, our Thursday morning, where you see that reintroduction of a low rain chance, 46 at 7 a.m. So at the bus stop in the morning, It's breezy. It's kind of cool. Maybe a quick shower in there. I know you can't read that whole graphic because my face is in the way. But breezy, a little cool. It's hooded sweatshirt, light jackets kind of start. Probably don't need the umbrella, but it's not impossible. And then tomorrow it warms fairly nicely, not as much as it did today. You're going to be in the low to mid 60s by lunchtime, upper 60s by the afternoon. Partly cloudy skies, kind of in and out of clouds. I think we start with some clouds, then some sunshine, then we'll end with a few more clouds through the day. 68 in KC. We'll go mid-60s Bethany and Cameron, places like that. Still a lot of us going to hit the 70s. Harrisonville and Warrensburg, Ottawa at 74, something like that. So the 7-day forecast looks like this. 63 on Friday. Saturday, again, back up to 72. Check out Sunday, 83. We've not hit 80 yet in 2025. Now, typically, our first 80-degree day is in early April. And, again, we haven't done that, so we're a little bit behind. Sunday, you can't read that, but it's April 13. So 9 days past normal, a little bit over a week late getting to 80 degrees. But something else is, if you watched yesterday, if you've been paying attention to Sunday in the weather forecast, it's been looking like it could be pretty windy. Today's information comes out. This is new, so we'll see if it sticks. But it is looking less windy than earlier forecast. Looks a little breezy, like a 30-mile-per-hour wind gust out of the southwest. But it doesn't look bad. I mean, 30 miles an hour occasionally, that's not going to spoil your day. So it might play out where Saturday is great and Sunday is also really great. Just a little bit more breezy. Then you could take your pick as to which day's best for your outdoor plans. But keep your eye on Sunday. We'll see if that trend holds. Here, let me get you the full 7-day here. All right, so then getting into next week, we're back from the weekend. Monday cools down. There's another weather system here. And this one could bring some rain. It looks mainly morning at this time, so Monday morning could be wet, and then it cruises out for the afternoon. Not a big, powerful one, nothing like that. Severe chance right now looks really low, so we're probably just going to see showers and maybe a rumble or two, but cooling back down on Monday. Tuesday, back into sunshine, mid-60s, back to about normal. And then Wednesday of next week, 70 degrees. So we are sailing. I mean, you're really having to, kind of tease out things that could disrupt any planning that you've got. Outside of Thursday's wind, a slight cool down on Friday, which is, I don't think, going to stop anybody. And then we got to keep our eye on Sunday's wind, a little bit of rain Monday morning. This is sweet stuff. This is good spring weather. So that's the latest that we've got for you here. Updates are going to be coming up at 10 o'clock, of course, so we'll bring them to you there. In the meantime, always appreciate you joining us. Hope that this has been helpful for you and anything you got planning in your life. And take care. Have a great evening.